Hello my fiery friends, the Infernoman here with our latest gameplay and exhibition video to show you. In this series, we highlight a random deck on MTG Arena, and it can range from a spicy homebrew to a tier 1 meta deck that's hot on ranked. And if you do like these videos and anything I do, all I ask for you is to give a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you can enjoy everything from my gameplay, deck techs, booster pack openings, and so much more. If you do like the deck, I will leave a link in the details below so you can give it a spin on Arena for yourself. Keep in mind that these videos will be pure gameplay, no commentary style, so you can enjoy the game, and if you want to, you can see my final thoughts on this deck at the end of the match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And that was our gameplay, everyone. So, what do you think about our deck, Bant Adventures? My only thoughts I really have on this deck is I wanted to see if Gorion, Wise Mentor, would make a white version of this instead of using red better. We're utilizing the fact that Gorion is basically another Lucky Clover. The only downside, of course, is Gorion Wise Mentor, as you saw, is legendary. So we can't stack like 8 Lucky Clover effects and just go insane on the board. The max you're just going to have is 5, but that's not a bad thing. We can still at least ensure that we get what we need out. The other advantage you have doing this is it's a little bit more jankier. You get access now to Giant Killer. We can actually use the saw in our matchup, Very Guide Mother, which was able to give us a surprisingly easy way to avoid our opponent's chump blockers by having our Beanstalk Giant fly over everything, which is actually pretty sweet. That pump ability, do not underestimate copying that. As of the posting also of this video, fortunately, Young Blue Dragon and Blessed Hippogriff have now been adjusted by Alchemy. I'm sorry, guys. What you actually saw in the video was some of the older recordings, so the only major downside with this is mostly it's Blessed Hippogriff now getting a nerf to its instant adventure ability. It used to only cost the 1 white mana to get indestructible on a creature, but now it's costing 2, so that kind of changes a little dynamics of this deck when it comes to protecting your creatures. Not a major one, but just keep that in mind. As far as the rest of the deck, not much else I really want to say, except I actually did have a lot of fun, but of course the downside to the deck is you don't have an easy way of getting rid of creatures. Now that we're going into white, our bigger focus instead is to pump up something to finish off our opponent versus just picking them off little by little. Still, you have access still to Brazen Borrower and Fae of Wishes to still get what you need out of the sideboard. So I've tweaked it a little bit in best of 1. This is more or less what you see on the side is probably what I think would be the best options for you. But again, your mileage may vary. It may seem weird that I'm using Broker's Hideout versus Fable Passage, but there's a reason for that. The main reason again is I just want to try to stabilize with even gaining a little bit extra life. One of the weaknesses also that I didn't mention earlier was just the fact that there's no life gain in the deck. So if we start getting hit little by little while we're still setting up, the deck, however, while it provides amazing value, is still weak to aggro decks. So just be aware of that when you play this. Aside from that, basically, I have nothing else except give this deck a try if you have the cards. Don't go out of your way to craft it if you don't have the wild cards for Gorion, because really this is a very niche card. But if you have it, give it a try like I did, and I'm sure, if nothing else, you won't be disappointed. That's all I have for you today. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Later.